Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Crypto, where we turn your early hours in the morning into your edge and financial freedom. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, because, Bitcoin's stealing the show again. It is definitely not altcoin season, it is Bitcoin season all over again. But I think David might have some thoughts on that. I know he said something right before we went live.
What?
Hey, you had said something, and I know
What did I say?
you said it might be a trap.
Oh no. I don't. We'll see.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. Last night I was on my phone. I was on X, and I had this tweet typed up. Okay, and it said, "Did not close above 70K because we didn't." And then I went to lay my son down, and after he went to sleep, got back to the charts, and we were over 71K. And I was like, well, that's a good freaking thing I didn't tweet that out.
Right?
I mean, but it still stands. It still stands. We did not close above 70K, so I still need that personally for some more confirmation. But
Close on the daily or
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I need to close on the daily. A close on the weekly would be fantastic. So we still got a whole week. We got some data, economic data coming out today and later this week. So, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I will say this. Things are looking really good. But I'm still a little thrown off by what I'm seeing under the hood. So we'll get into a little bit of that today when I go over the Bitcoin overview. So yeah, but I don't know, man. It looks good. So maybe this is the one.
I mean,
yeah.
we just really need to see a retest of the old highs or a retest on the top of the trend line, because we never retested that, and then it'll kind of show me where we could go from there, because this could definitely be the move out, but I don't have full faith in that just yet.
I was good.
This could be a false move, because market makers like to do that to people. They're like, oh, this is the time to jump in. Actually, nope, we're going down now.
Exactly. And you got to be prepared for that. But yeah, I was going through last night, and I was just sitting there, and I was looking at, this is before it broke out. I was like, ETH is still sitting kind of low.
Oh yeah.
And then I started going, and I was looking at other, cryptos, and I'm just like, man, a lot of these still have like some room to the upside. I think Bitcoin might break out. And then, an hour later it does. I'm just like, all right, I guess this is it. But I don't know. I'm feeling good though. Got the bull shirt on. So, yeah, I'm ready for more upside, but that could have been the last bit of a 5-wave impulse, so we might get a correction. So that is definitely something that I'll be paying attention to.
Well, and
We'll get into that.
we're right there on the dominance chart where you kind of were wanting to see. We're at
Well,
59.66. So,
we got to 59.9.
yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, I had an alert for 60%, and it went off. And then I go to the chart, and it was like still like 0.1% away. 0.1% away, and I'm just like, what? Why did you alert?
Margin of error.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well, it even says when you do an alert on it, it pops on the dominance chart. It pops up this little thing that it may not trigger correctly or something. So
well, because
for whatever reason,
it really depends on how they aggregate data. So,
yeah.
but I would rather have the little margin of error so I know. It's like, hey, trigger a little bit early for me, especially on this one.
Especially on this one.
But let's dive in and get these people prepped for success today. Do you want to be on the screen or off the screen?
You can take me off the screen. I'm gonna be doing some things.
All right, sounds good. Well, I've got the stock heat map pulled up. We've got Apple sitting up 0.86 from yesterday. Nvidia sitting down 0.72. Got Berkshire Hathaway finally making a little move up, 0.99 up. JP Morgan is sitting up 1.43. We got Amazon sitting up 0.3. We've got P&G up 0.64. We've got GE sitting down 2.09. Got ExxonMobil sitting down 0.49. We've got Tesla finally doing some correcting from its big move up, down 2.49. We've got Visa up 0.87. We've got Eli Lilly still making small moves up 0.32. Got Microsoft sitting down 0.36. We got Google sitting up 0.88. And Meta is sitting up 0.86. On the crypto side of things, look how green all that is. Let me dude, look, just everything, just pretty much green. And there's a few outliers, but for the most part, everything's just pretty green. Got Bitcoin up 1.8. Got Ethereum up 2.69. We got
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's extra beautiful. It's kind of hard to see any red outside of the top 25. Inside the top 25, you've got one little outlier, Caspa. That good old Caspa.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Right? I mean, I liked Caspa, but I sold off all my Caspa a while ago. I definitely sold the top on that. I was like, yeah, it's okay. I saw some ugliness on a higher time frame chart, so I was like, I don't know if I want to hold this all the way down. I made the right choice. It hit 11 cents, so I was so glad I was not in it for that. Got Solana sitting up 1.63. BNB's up 1.02. We got Dogecoin up 2.54. XRP almost up 1%, up 0.94. Tron is sitting very neutral though. It is up 0.12. We got Toncoin also kind of neutral, down 0.2. I'm sure that'll shift here pretty soon though. Got Cardano sitting up 0.76. It is still at that 34-cent range though. Shiba Inu up big, almost 4%, sitting up 3.58. I know it was up a little higher earlier. we've got Avalanche sitting up 1.68. So meme coins are memeing along with Bitcoin's little move up. For the economic
Bitcoin.
data, we've
Meme
got
coins and memeing.
yeah, the meme coins have been memeing this cycle. So hopefully we can kind of see that die off for a little bit and get some altcoins doing some bigger moves. And then at the end of the cycle, the meme coins can meme again. And
Indeed.
yeah. Well, because that's when I'd actually maybe put a little money into a meme for the first time ever. I'd be like, okay, well, I got a little money. Here's like $1,000 at a meme. Do something for me.
But see, and that's exactly, and that is why the meme coins go crazy towards the end of the cycle.
Mhm.
Because people are just taking profits from the bull market and trying to get a little extra cheese on the meme coins.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And they go freaking insane.
I
And
mean,
that and other alts, you know.
yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it then. Where it's like, okay, well, I've got a little money now. Or if I throw $1,000 at 5 memes, one of them's gonna pop, and I'm already all of that's already profit, and it'd be super easy to just be like, okay, well, this is 0.0000 still, so even if it ticks up like a thousandth from the decimal points, I'd make decent money. And that's what everyone else is going to do. So I might ride that band wave. For the economic data today, we do have the trade good balance coming out. We also have retail inventories excluding auto and wholesale inventories month over month. So some heavy data for the morning coming out at 8:30 Eastern time. A little bit later in the day, we do have housing data month over month and year over year. This is going to be a price index. Not as heavy as a mover as some of the other housing data. We also have the chiller home price, which will be the bigger one, because this is done by S&P, and we'll have more of the overall home sales or home prices for the U.S. It is expected to be down. Forecast is 5.1, and prior was 5.9. So might be seeing a little bit of slowing on housing prices. We also have JOLTS jobs coming out at 10 Eastern time. This will be a heavy market mover. We also have the JOLTS job quits, so those will go in tandem with each other. We don't really have any other heavy data on the American side of things except that crude oil stock change. We do have heavy data coming out 8:30 p.m. when the Crypto Nightcap show comes on. Australia is getting its CPI, inflation rate year over year and month over month. Quarter over quarter. They also do have monthly CPI indicator and the RBA trimmed mean CPI. So this is CPI with the rest, with all of the data, and not the excluded parts where they're like, hey, we want our CPI to be nice, but we're gonna exclude this and this and this. This is their CPI, and then this will be their trimmed CPI and weighted CPI. So all of these are kind of like the American one, where some of them are trimmed for different sectors, so it looks better. That's going to be some heavy data coming out, and this is a big Japanese competitor in that sector of the world. So it will be something to keep keep your eye on, where Japan has their rate decision coming out on Thursday. So these numbers will also impact their decisions because they've said that they want to look at the whole world and not just their local economy. So I don't actually have the heat maps pulled up. Totally forgot to do that. Let me pull it up real quick. So the fear and greed on the stock side of things is sitting 61 and greed and crypto.
Is that refreshed?
Yes, I just pulled it up. So
Okay.
yeah, the stock market really didn't move that much yesterday, but crypto did. And look at that, we're sitting back in greed and 72. So we'll kind of see how that all plays out for the heat map. Let me get that pulled up. Takes a little second to load. We've got most of the liquidity for the day sitting below us at 68,000. Let me pull up the monthly chart that we haven't looked at in a while, which had most of the liquidity to the upside, which has finally been taken out. We had talked about liquidity sitting at 69 and 70,000, and all of that has finally been taken. So most of the hot spots are kind of out of reach. You've got some sitting down here at 58,000, which I don't know how doable that is anymore. So there's not really any hot spots that could really drag the market in either direction. Even when you drop it down to a weekly chart, it's kind of light on both sides of
yearly.
us. A yearly chart? Oh my God, I don't think I've ever really looked at a yearly chart like that. Yeah, super low, 45,000, 47,000, and 45,000, and then on the upside of us, we've got 72, so one of the last highs we hit, and up again at the other high at 73. So
Okay.
yeah, it's basically the highs and the lows from this whole cycle are the hot spots on a yearly chart. I don't know if you want to give the people the Bitcoin chart before we dive into the article, or would you rather me do the article and then you do the Bitcoin chart?
I'll go ahead and run through a lot of stuff.
All right.
A few things.
I will toss that over to you, and you can do your whole Bitcoin rundown. I know you probably got that open interest pulled up.
Yeah, actually. Yep. All right, so this is what's this is why I'm like a mixed bag right now. I mean, I know I've got the bull shirt on, but that's to play with, it's fun. Why not? So here's the issue that I have. Spot has still been kind of selling off. We did get a nice little push up. Let me make sure you can see that. Got a nice little push up. They gave us our little move yesterday. That's looking good. Okay. Perps are definitely pushing up with it. So cool. Open interest, though, is continuing to climb. So I'm wondering if that's not shorts being put in. But the thing is that the whole move up, if it was shorts, then this thing should have been driving down, but it's not. So shorts aren't getting squeezed, it seems. So what is building up? Is it longs? Because if it's longs, that could spell disaster and it really quickly. So that's why I'm like, man, it's kind of a mixed bag, and of course it should be because we are sitting at the highs. So it is a beautiful five wave impulse that we are looking at right now. And yeah, I just called it a five wave impulse because that is what I think it is. All right, so yeah, we did have the first wave here, second wave down, retrace up to the third, down to the fourth, up to the fifth. So if this is the fifth wave, that means it is the final wave in a five wave impulse, which means we could be seeing, an ABC correction coming in here of some kind. So that could be what gives us our open interest to fall a little bit. Going back to the open interest on here, the last time we got a little move to the downside, and this is what kind of got me a little. This one kind of perked my ears up a little bit. I saw the big push down, but an open interest fell a lot, but then it just went flat. Like we didn't have like a cascading effect, nothing triggered or anything like that. So I don't know, man. There's something's building up here, and I'm not entirely sure which side of the market is going to get wrecked. But I can promise you one thing, and that's both sides will get wrecked somehow. So, but yeah, fifth wave is typically the final wave. So I will be looking at minimum for a pullback. If we get a close above 70K, then that would make me feel even better on the daily chart, that is. If we get a close above it on the weekly, I'll feel absolutely fantastic. But we also have some vector candles in here, some really hot vector candles. Vector candles are just super high volume candles, and they're candles where basically where you can see institutional players, market makers, you can see their footprints on the market. So definitely watching that closely, because typically they show up when they're trying to push the market in a certain way so that people jump in, and then they bring it back down or up depending on where you are in the market. So the good news is that we can it's almost with the five wave push to the upside. I mean, the bad news is that this can be an ABC, and it can go like back all the way down here and still be okay, all the way down to 59K. As long as it doesn't break this low here at 58.9, then we're golden. Now, I would prefer like a 50% retracement. So if we throw on the fib, I would prefer a 50% retracement, maybe even, 50% retracement. That would give us an equal low. We get a bounce up, and then, we could see a little bit of a head and shoulders in there. And then that could play out, right? So, yeah, man, that's it's tough. I don't want to look at that right now. Right now, I'm just kind of, I'm kind of happy. I'm super happy that we broke 70K. That's what I've been waiting for so long. I still want to see a close above. It's still possible that we definitely get that today, going down to the 15-minute. I haven't noticed anything that looks really concerning. No deep pullback. In fact, we're actually holding up here pretty good. Our money flows in the green. Our trend fusion's above the zero line. The only thing that's red is the volume matrix, but that can change with one push to the upside. We do have a fair value gap right here. And we did come down and tap that and get a nice little push off of that. This is looking pretty solid. We got a little break. Okay, bullish break, kind of a bull flag / pennant, wedge, whatever you want to call it. This is a bullish pattern that, it broke bullishly. We did not take this high, so watching that. If this was to continue, then we could see, I'll go from the start of the move right there to the breakout, and we could see the measured move of this being 72.9. So, hey, man, if this thing can just level off here, and I would watch for a move up on the New York Open. If we get that move up on the New York Open, I would probably be looking for shorts just because we are sitting at the highs, and I would expect some kind of pullback. But Yeah, man, it's looking good. I like this. I like the way that price action has been moving in here. It's been push up and then consolidate high, and push up and consolidate high, right? Push up. These are strong moves. So there's definitely some big players coming in here and stepping in and pushing that price up. And but yeah, I mean, as long as this thing is still going, you know, 5-wave structure, man. But the only thing that's got me there's a couple of things that's got me a little bit put off, and that's just, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the total two. This is your altcoin market. It's looking kind of double toppy, but if it breaks above, then hey, we're golden. We're looking good. If it starts to pull back down, okay, maybe we got to wait a little bit longer, but that should offer us some good opportunities to long on altcoins. We can go to the total 3. This is the crypto market excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Has not broken out yet, and it is sitting there getting ready, trying to break out. This thing has just been going absolutely vertical. So would not be surprised to see some kind of pullback in this. We are getting some reversal signals in there. And the thing is like, if Bitcoin pulls back from here at the highs, and does a nice, decent pullback, altcoins are going to get hit pretty hard on that pullback. But it would be perfectly natural, perfectly okay, perfectly healthy for us to have a nice, decent pullback. One thing that is really catching my eye is total DeFi has been kind of taken off. So all of your DeFi projects are looking really good. And I think that's what's making up a lot of the move on your total 3 is the DeFi. Plus, this is others. This is everything outside of the top 10. So alts have been going a little vertical, which is kind of funny because when we go over to the Bitcoin dominance chart, it went vertical. So, and it looks, look, the Bitcoin dominance chart almost looks toppy, but like it's put in that final leg and it's time to move down. But I'm still holding out for that 60%. I still want to see that 60%, and we'll get it if we get a pullback for sure. And then our Russell 2000, I did want to go over this real quick. Also, I need to zoom out because I was looking at this on a much higher time frame. So Russell 2000 still inside the rising wedge. It's looking good. It's looking good. I still think that this could see a pullback, but the Russell 2000, with this continuing to move to the upside, that's showing us that people are looking for more risk on plays. So everything's looking kind of good. I'm still kind of being cautious as far as like expecting a pullback, and maybe I'll start loading up some longs on the next pullback. That's what I'm gonna do. When the next pullback we get, the next decent pullback, 10%, I'll be looking for some longs. It feels good to be able to start looking for some longs again. BC?
Most definitely. I know I attempted to short the top of the range. It played out for a second, and then it just kept going up. And I'm like, okay, so I guess we know short. And
yeah, we know short. Yep. And I was sitting here and I was looking, man, last night I was looking at ETH and I was just like, man, this thing, like I was looking at it right here and I was like, we've got the dynamic reactor above us. We got the quantum reactor above us. We've got all this room above us. I would not be surprised if that means Bitcoin continues going up. But this one's looking a little interesting. So, yeah, sorry. Let me pull a fib on here real quick. All right, it's sitting here at the golden pocket, so I would definitely be careful with ETH right now. It could be breaking it right now, actually. No, I did break it. Okay. Let me line this up just right. Why are we not? There we go. All right. So yeah, sitting at the golden pocket. We do have the 786 sitting above us, and right there at the 887, we have the dynamic reactor. So yeah, it's still within a range. So it hasn't done any kind of breaking out. So ETH is still on my S list for now. I can't. Yeah, because we're still sitting at the lows on ETH, and yeah, we can see where I decided to get in at some months ago. Yeah, that's my portfolio, and that's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, that's it. PC, over to you. Bullish but cautious.
Yeah,
Been bearish but cautious. Now I'm bullish but cautious because we still haven't done what I want to see. I still want to see daily closes above 70K, and we closed at 69,930 or something last night. So
we will see what happens today. I definitely think there's a little downside potential before a continuation, but I don't know how downside that downside is, because you could still move to the downside and close above 70K and continue on up. So I would rather see this range held and the fear and greed tick down a little, and just make consolidations and keep healthy movement. I do have this article pulled up where Bitcoin's path to 80,000 fueled by bullish derivatives trends. Bitcoin may surpass 80,000 by the end of 2024 as derivative markets and holders' profitability show significant bullish signals, according to a report from crypto exchange Bitfinex with Cointelegraph. The Bitcoin price could be heading to above 80,000 based on the structure of the derivative markets, Bitfinex analyst told Cointelegraph, with options markets showing potential for a post-United States election rally. They added, options markets positioning indicates that over the past few weeks, end-of-year options have seen a significant rise in call open interest. The December 27th expiry and calls with 80,000 strike price have been the primary area of interest. On October 28th, Bitcoin surpasses the $70,000 psychological resistance for the first time since June 10th, with Bitcoin price just 3.77% below its all-time high of about 73,800. Investors are looking for the next major signal that could catalyze Bitcoin's historic post-halving rally, which may come in a week with the U.S. presidential elections. I know we've talked a lot about that. I've talked about after elections, we normally really see that big move up, and I've definitely been waiting for it for those longs. I will be putting in some high capital, low leverage longs here and just riding it out for the rest of the bull market. U.S. election anticipation is driving higher Bitcoin ETF inflows. The upcoming elections are also inspiring more optimism in Bitcoin exchange-traded fund ETF buyers, which may also contribute to Bitcoin's price rise. On October 28th, the Bitcoin ETFs recorded 479 million worth of net positive inflows, the second consecutive day above the 400 million mark. You can kind of see here where here's the chart of the inflows on it, and we are now sitting above that 400 mark on October 25th was that first day. Bitcoin ETF inflows have been robust over the past 12 trading days, surpassing the cumulative 4 billion according to Nate Garcia, the president of ETF Store, who wrote in an October 29th X post. Over the past 12 trading days, spot Bitcoin ETF have taken in nearly $4 billion. For context, that's less than 10% of the 380,000 plus ETFs in existence even have 4 billion in total assets. You can kind of see here the holdings by the different groups. Got BlackRock doing BlackRock things, holding almost 400,000 Bitcoin. So some real big moves coming our way as less and less Bitcoin supply is out there. Garcia added that BlackRock's IBIT ETF has accounted for more than 2.6 billion of these inflows during the past 2 weeks, a victory by former President Donald Trump in the November 5th U.S. presidential election is widely seen as bullish development for the risk assets like Bitcoin, which have correlated with Trump's rising election odds, Bitfinex analysts said. Nearly 98% of Bitcoin holders are in profit, fueling more optimism among crypto investors. Nearly 99% of all Bitcoin holders are currently in profit as Bitcoin traded above 71,000. Over 97.6% of all Bitcoin holders were profitable on their investment as of October 29th, according to CryptoQuant. So basically, just the people that really bought the top at 73.8 are not in profit right now. So how you feeling about that article?
Hi.
You think it's overly bullish?
Well, here's going to get really bullish stuff at the highs. So it's more narrative stuff for me. We do have the election coming up. I don't think I want to give my honest analysis on that because most of crypto won't like it. But I gotta say something, man. I was on X and I came across this tweet by one of the alumni faithful, Mr. Eric Ballen, and he tweeted to somebody that's really big in the Cardano space. I won't name any names. You can go and find it.
Just name drop. Do it.
I'm not gonna name drop. He said, "OMG, ADA is almost 35 cents. Are you gonna say the institutions are buying it again?" Dude, just straight up calling out people on X.
He has so much fun on there. It's so entertaining to watch.
I love it, man. He's always got something to say to people. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, that's good though. Hold people accountable. Hold us accountable. It's what you should do. You got to keep people honest. You got to keep people honest in this space for sure.
I know. Bluff City Breaks said could have bought literally anything since September. I've definitely told everyone when I've been buying all of my altcoins. You go back. I told everyone when I bought Injective. I told everyone when I bought Near. I haven't been buying as much because I did all of my buying last year in 2023. And I've just been trading myself into higher dry powder. And I've told y'all when I've deployed that. I'm a buyer and a holder, and I normally swing trade, which is why I've been just waiting for the time that we're bullish, so I can just do like a 3x long with a decent amount of capital and just ride it out. That's the easy move to make.
I mean, I just could have been buying since 2022. I mean, where are you getting into the market is the question. You could have been buying since 7, and you can play those odds. I play odds, man. I don't like to play guessing games.
Neither do
Like,
I. Mean,
just I don't like to go on hopes and dreams.
if I was here for the gambling, I wouldn't be here. I'd be at the casino.
Exactly.
Cause
Yeah, I mean, my whole portfolio was 2023, not 2024.
yeah, I definitely have not been buying very much in 2024. Uh, I've just been waiting for the bigger moves down. Um, because that's when it's easier to just get those accumulations in. Where, oh, I've been trading this entire time, I've caught the small moves, and I've deployed that powder when it's at a more macro low, because I wanna be in better profit. So
I also got to, I'm more of a short-term trader, so I don't know. I've got to start distinguishing between spot and my leverage trades, spot buys and leverage trades. I don't ever talk about like my spot buys because I don't like shilling coins. I don't know. It's just something that I've never really liked to do. I don't like to say, "Hey, I bought this." I mean, I see so many people, influencers, get crap for telling people, talking about what coins they're buying and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of like, well, it seems like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So might as well start just, all right, I guess, well, now it's going to be, where am I going to sell at? So it's not, it's not about buying. So I bought in 2020 to 2023. Well, actually, I've been buying since 2020, but, I mean, I don't know, and be cautious because anything could happen. I called the whole run up to 60 something K, and it just happened to consolidate and keep going, which is perfect. I was saying, I want to see it break 70K. It broke 70K. Okay. I want to see it close above. Give me more confirmation and I'll feel better. Just a lot of stuff is still really low, by the way. A lot of stuff is still really low. So you've got opportunities. There's still plenty of opportunities. Trust me, there's plenty of opportunity to make money, but it's going to be a short window. So going to do the best we can. All right, let's wrap it up because I got to go. You're muted.
oh, I typed. I was typing out in the chat, so that's why. I definitely have to
What are
leave
those?
as
What are
well.
those in the chat?
Yeah. But thanks to everyone that showed up today. As always, we enjoy doing the show for you. If you haven't checked out our links in the description, go ahead and do that. We still have the Crypto Nightcap show doing their giveaway. If you check out the Blowfin description and deposit $50, you are entered for a chance to win. If you check out the Discord link in the description and enter our WAP upperclassmen, you are entered for a chance to win $100. Our entries ended last night, where we have 6 people entered. So 1 in 6 odds, pretty high for one of you to win $100. So
Yeah, if you could sometime today send me the list and the prices, and I'll go ahead and throw them on a chart and then get that out to people so they can just see where everybody's lined up.
yeah, I can send that right after. So most definitely. Check out the morning market report with Piper and OC Guy at 9:30 Eastern time, and the Crypto Nightcap show tonight at 8:30 Eastern PM for the rest of your daily knowledge that you need in these markets. You got anything you want to say before we wrap out?
No, just understand that trading isn't a short-term game. Could have been buying since September, could have been buying since earlier than that. I mean, it's a long-term game for me, man. I'm playing the odds. It is what it is. But outside of that, just be careful, be safe. Um, this whole thing could turn over in no time. As far as just like a pullback, so we'll see. But we are at the highs, looking to close above 70s, so above 70K. So that's going to be on my list today. Get that one checked off, and we're looking even more beautiful. So yeah, it's good to be cautious at the highs, guys. Just so you know.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's why I tried to short at the high, and didn't try again. I was like, okay, we going up. All right, thank you. Just bring everything else up in my portfolio.
Hey, and that's the thing. Like, I'm sitting there like, I mean, even if it does go up and my short gets wrecked, my portfolio is still doing great. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you win trades, you lose trades. I mean, that's the name of the game, man. But the portfolio is still going up, so I'm still good on that. Who cares if you lose on some shorts when the portfolio? That just means your portfolio is going up. The shorts are there to hedge.
Yep. I mean, that's the name of the game. But
Yes, sir.
everyone, wake up.
Oh, today's gonna be a great day.
Most definitely.